Rob, can you please hunt some customer wrap rolls for a change? Yes. Hey everybody, it's Rob the Rob Finds Treasure, and I do get asked quite frequently on my channel why I don't hunt enough customer wrapped rolls, and you know what? You're right. I don't. I don't because I usually like to get the bank sealed rolls because in my opinion, they're more consistent. A lot of times when I do get customer wrap rolls, they've already been searched. There's a lot of coin roll hunters here in North Texas, and you never know when you get someone's dump rolls for nothing. That being said, because it's been asked quite a bit on my channel, I felt like I'd go ahead and go to some banks today and get as many customer wrapped penny rolls as I could. Now I've got a couple of banks represented here that know that I coin roll hunt, that know they're coin roll hunters, and have assured me in their best opinion that these rolls have not been searched by coin roll hunters. We won't know until we get into them. Customer wrap rolls can be either one of your best finds, or in my case, a lot of times, no good finds. That being said, I'm excited to get into them. I've got them organized here. I've got a lot of these similar type wrappers in the front. I think there's 27 wrapped rolls that are these rolls that look like this. I've got another, what is that? Maybe 16 rolls that are these generic flat wrap ones. Even with some water damage, that's a good sign, which is why I said I'll go ahead and pick them up today. And then I've got another 5 that are these type of rolls. And then I even have one back here, which is an old roll, and I think it has the customer's name, so I don't want to show it, but it has their customer's name and account information on there, and that's always a good sign because most coin roll hunters wouldn't do that. And then finally, I have these 15 of these wrappers up front. So this is going to be a $32.50 roll hunt or 65 total rolls. Now, we'll know pretty quickly when I get into each set of rolls if likely they've been searched, if there's no copper, for example, or if there's no Wheaties. But I'm going to look through them anyway. I'll bring you guys in along the way. We've got 65 customer wrap rolls to go through. Fingers crossed we find some goodies, and I can make a video. I think I've talked long enough. Let's kick it off with these red rolls that say 50 pennies in them. Well, I think it's safe to say that this is not going to be a roll of pennies from someone's roll hunting dump, because let me show you what I am holding in my hand that I dumped into my hand, which makes me want to put on some gloves. I'm thinking this comes from a house that had a pet, and they dumped all their coin jar onto the carpet and rolled the pennies up. Because that is a lot of animal hair, carpet fibers, you name it. Pretty disgusting, albeit, if you can believe it or not, a good sign. I'll loop you in when I find something. I'm probably going to put on gloves. We're on the second roll of these pink rolls, or red rolls, if you will. And we know it's customer wrap for sure. There's a diamond here. And we know it's customer wrap, non-coin roll hunting wrap, because that wouldn't have made it in. No coin roll hunter would lose 9 cents wrapping rolls. All right, we'll take a dime. First find on the board, we made 9 cents. Working on our third roll, and we've got a pretty nice 58 wheat cent facing us, 58D. That's pretty nice luster on there. Definitely high grade, good luster. Probably a brown, but I'll take that all day. Wheat cent number 1. Roll number 9, more of the cat hair, but a second dime. Right there, 1999D. Let's keep hunting. Roll number 10, we've got ourselves a Canadian. 2010. Roll number 13, our third dime. 2007. Making some money on these customer wrap rolls. Now I see why you guys hunt them. Aside from all the animal hair that we're finding in it. But you know what? Small price to pay for some good finds. If we can get some. Roll number 38 of the hunt. We're still getting a lot of these rolls with hair and stuff in it. That's what you get with customer wrapped, it seems like. But we got an oldie. Saw it facing me. It's a 1919 wheat cent. Terrible shape. But I'll take it. It's always good seeing a teens Wheatie in the hunt. And we've got one. Only the second so far through 38 rolls. See if it heats up. Roll number 42, and third coin in. We've got kind of a Wheatie toner. Decent detail, probably the 40s. No, 57D, second to the last year. Wheat cent number 3. Roll 44, and slid down this 1984, and right behind it fell a wheat cent. So we're going to have wheat cent number 4 of the hunt. Looks like it could be old. Is that another 1919? It is. I think it's no mint mark as well. 1919. Just wanted to double check it wasn't a 1909, but it's not. 2 teens, wheat cents, both 1919, both in rough shape. But 4 for the hunt now. We're on roll 58, and I figured this would be a good time to show you what I've been dealing with in these rolls. Just dumped out this roll. These waterlogged ones, you can see they have been literally rolled up for quite some time. Most of them that I'm finding are in the 80s and 90s. And 1997 through 1980 is most of the dates, other than obviously some of the older coppers in the 70s as well. Not finding a lot of Wheaties, but we're finding a lot of copper cents and a lot of the dates that you want to check for some of the varieties, of course. Just wanted to give you a bird's eye look at the mess I'm having to deal with between the rolls that had the cat hair and the rolls that have the water damage. Still cool though. Get to look through them, sort through them. Problem is, if I find anything that's a variety or a key date or anything like that, it's going to have some environmental damage for sure. All right, one more waterlogged roll and then some regular rolls to finish it up. Still in that same roll I showed you and peeled them apart. And look at this. 1946 Denver minted wheat cent. Wheat cent number 5, and it was sitting right next to a 1959. Roll number 60. We've got another foreign. Roll spilled out of my hands, and this is a Netherlands coin. Very cool. We'll take it. Well, we've done it. We've roll hunted 65 customer wrap rolls. I'll get to this 83 here in a second. At the end of the day, we found 3 dimes in the rolls, 2 1919 teens wheat cents. I'll take those. A 46D, a 57D, and the find of the box, really because of the condition, is this 1958D wheat cent. It's in very great shape. Happy to have found it, and it even has a little bit of toning. Found a couple of foreigns. We found 9 1959 Philadelphia or Denvers, and one pretty nice 1974D. It's got some circulation dings, but I might take a look at it against what I have in my rolls. And we ended up finding a 169S, albeit not the DDO, of course. That would have been epic. On top of that, we did find this 1983 Philadelphia minted cent, if you will. And I always check them for doubling on the obverse because there is a DDO, and doubling on the reverse. You want to check for doubling around the word cent. And you can see it has some slight machine doubling going on there, but it does have a few other things I want to point out. One, it's got a die crack on the left base of the memorial building, as well as one on the right. And a few other things I want to show you. Look at this. It's got something going on under the strike. It runs through the memorial building up into the words. And I'm going to get to the words in a second. But I don't know if that was a piece of hair or something that was on the planchet and then it struck it. Strike through errors are usually above the strike, but that's below. So I don't know if there was something sitting on there or what. Kind of odd. I don't know if that's just a defective planchet. I'm trying to figure that out. You guys let me know. That's pretty cool, in my opinion, either way. And then finally, heavy machine doubling on this one. Take a look at the machine doubling on United States. That's pretty extensive. Now, it is not a double die reverse. There are no indicators on here that tells me that's anything other than machine doubling. But I thought, wow, that's pretty heavy. Thought it was pretty cool. When you couple that along with whatever's going on the planchet here, along with the 2 die cracks down here, and then even some of that die crack down there, and then of course some light machine doubling on the word cent. I just thought it was a cool cent to hold on to. I'm going to keep it added to my collection as far as miscellaneous finds. Something unique for sure. Figure we'd hold on to it. If you guys know anything more about this that maybe I'm not picking up on, I'd appreciate it in the comments. Either way, I'll be keeping it. Kind of cool. We didn't score an epic hunt. We only got 5 wheat cents and 65 rolls. That's 1 every 15. Had these been clean cents to look at and not full of pet dander, I wouldn't have had bad allergies and it would have been a little more fun. But it's always fun to mix up the hunts between customer and bank wrapped rolls. I promise in 2020 I'll be doing more customer wrapped hunts. I even have some quarters that I'll be doing next. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.